Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing great myself because after a week of vacation, I am finally back and I am ready to make more videos. You know, honestly, before vacation, I was starting to get a tiny bit burned out, but that vacation, I guess, was what I needed because now I'm all amped up and ready to go. And a bunch of stuff did happen while I was gone, but hey, now I just have a big backlog of videos to make. Nothing wrong with having too much to talk about. And arguably the biggest thing that happened while I was gone is we finally got the release date for Starfield. Hopefully they'll actually stick to this one. But if they do have to delay it again, then I mean, so be it. Honestly, I think these delays are actually good for Microsoft in a way because it kind of shows that they're learning. Like, remember Halo Infinite came out. Yes, it was nice it dropped early, but even when the official release date for the campaign came out, it was still missing a ton of stuff. And isn't it still missing stuff now? Whatever. My point is, if they're willing to continuously delay the game, it shows they actually care about the final product being finished, which is something that people give Xbox a lot of crap for, and rightfully so. But despite having a release date and having seen a bunch of gameplay, even in the newest trailer, Dreamcast guy is still not satisfied. And that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this.
I can't believe this. They actually delayed Starfield again. They have pushed this game back so many freaking times, claiming that it needs extra polish, that they're finishing the most ambitious game of all time. This is an Xbox exclusive that I do feel like has so much Xbox hype riding on it. I mean, this is Bethesda's perhaps most ambitious project since Skyrim.
I mean, yes, this game is an Xbox exclusive. I don't really see why you brought that up. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But putting that aside, it is completely disingenuous to say this game has been pushed back so many times. You had an original release date of, what was it, November 11th, 2022. Then they delayed it to the first half of 2023, and now we have the news that it's going to be launching in September, which is not the first half of 2023. So in total, this game has been delayed 2 times. And those 2 times it's been delayed don't even add up to a year. They add up to 10 months. Then again, people do call him Strawman Guy for a reason. Saying 2 delays is so many times.
And as excited as I am for Starfield, it just feels weird that something seems a bit wrong, that they just keep having to kick that release date down the road. Well, today they released a new gameplay trailer, a short interview with Todd Howard, and additionally an official release date, which apparently is coming up in September. But I don't even really believe that. Let's talk.
I mean, yeah, it's completely fair to not trust this new release date. I mean, personally, I doubt they would delay it more than 2 times. I think if they decide to push it into 2024 for whatever godforsaken reason, then you can start to be concerned. But I think as of right now, it's just a case of they want to make sure it's actually polished, especially since, you know, it's Bethesda, or as people call them, Bugthesda. But again, the way he words things, oh, they just have to keep kicking that release date down the road. My guy, the most they did with the release date is flick it with their finger a few feet down the road.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, here's what they decided to drop. They basically said, hey, the game's coming out in September 6th. Here's a new trailer, which we're going to watch here in a second. And additionally, we're going to be having a Starfield Direct at E3 2022, or sorry, E3 2023 during the Xbox Games Showcase.
Now, here's the issue I have. You seem really worried that, oh, they're gonna delay it again or whatever. You're afraid that, oh, the game is having a lot of issues behind the scenes. Why would they be doing a direct to showcase the game if that was the case? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Why would they show it off if they're having a ton of issues with it? Because the way I think about it is, if they're going to delay it, instead of giving a specific day, they probably would have said, oh, we're pushing it back to the second half of 2023. They wouldn't have given a specific date. I don't know, to me the logic just doesn't really seem to add up.
All of this, I mean, I'm still just kind of in shock about the fact that this game has been delayed so many times, but additionally, people are already beginning to point out that Spider-Man 2 is coming out in the fall. There is a very real chance that Starfield is going head-to-head with Spider-Man 2. I mean, obviously, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I think this is going to be a bit of an onslaught, but man, this is
Now this is where we get into the really big issues I have with this video. You're concerned about Starfield despite the fact that we now have an official release date and we've seen a bunch of gameplay already. And we have a direct confirmed to be coming in a couple months. Not a few, but whatever. Then you have Spider-Man, a game which does not have a release date, which has never even been given a release window besides 2023. We've had, what, 1 or 2 trailers total and a total of 0 gameplay. And the game is supposedly going to launch within the next 9 months and we still do not have a date or even a month or anything like that. It just seems, I don't know, hypocritical, weird, whatever you want to say, that we have absolutely no information on Spider-Man and we already have seen gameplay and have a release date for Starfield and we have a date for the Direct on top of that. And yet in your own words, you said it was going to be an onslaught. Anybody else seeing the problem with this? Also, while I'm on this topic, I might as well point out, Dreamcast guy, where's your video talking about the fact that we still don't have gameplay or a release date for Spider-Man? Doing a bit of searching, I can't find anything. I wonder why that is. Oh, but do you know what I could find? A video of you saying that PlayStation is gonna have a packed year in 2023. Oh my lord, that did not age well. I guess maybe this year was packed of cringe with Forspoken. But anyway, let's continue.
A very peculiar circumstance. People are already beginning to predict another delay, because keep in mind this is the 3rd major delay. It was supposed to come out in 2021, then it came out, then they were saying it was going to come out at the end of 2022. Now it's coming out almost at the end of 2023.
Okay, before you were strawmanning, but now you're just straight up lying. This is not the 3rd delay, this is the 2nd delay. The original release date was November 11th, 2022. Then it got delayed once to the first half of 2023, and now it has been delayed a second time to September 2023, which is not in the first half, therefore it is a delay. There have been 2 delays, not 3. Stop making stuff up.
Here's the official trailer, though. We're going to watch it together. It's right here, called Starfield Official Release Date Announcement. The trailer for it is already kind of being downvote bombed, but
yeah, initially it was getting downvoted a little bit, but now it has like a 95% like to dislike ratio, which is really good, so I think it's gonna be okay. I think this game will recover from this absolute bombing on YouTube. But I'm gonna cut out his entire reaction to the trailer because he doesn't really say much. And we're gonna skip to the interview with Todd Howard at the end.
Here in a second, because I've actually pre-watched this, we're about to get a message from Todd Howard. In the background, for some reason, they actually start to show a bunch of gameplay for it. So look at this. Hi, Todd. Glad to see you there. You know, Mr. Skyrim himself. I'm sure he's got a copy of Morrowind in his back pocket. As much as I'm going to listen to that guy, let's keep an eye on the screen where someone is actually playing the game.
Well, would you look at that? They're putting in more gameplay in a trailer/interview that was just supposed to announce the release date, and that's it. But no, they went out of their way to add gameplay in the background. My dude, it's all gonna be okay. I highly doubt they're gonna delay the game again. We have more gameplay right here. We're getting an entire Direct in June, and the game is set to come out in September. I think it's gonna be just fine. And also, something I'd like to point out that I forgot to point out earlier. Dreamcast guy and all these people who are complaining about the game being delayed again, they're usually the loudest to speak when the game comes out buggy and broken and unfinished. And they'll normally say, oh, why wasn't this game delayed? Like, do you want the game to be finished on release or not? Something tells me you do, but let's continue on.
Everybody here at Bethesda, we are so excited to finally tell you when Starfield is coming out this year. You know, we have poured ourselves into this game, and
Nice, cool, all the dev stuff.
it is large. We're playing the game all the time. Shout out over here to lead producer Tim Lamb. Old school fans, you may remember him from the Oblivion making of video where he's sitting on a similar sofa doing similar things. But also, this June, we're going to bring you into the studio and give you a deep dive in the game at our Starfield Direct.
There's so much that we still have to show you. The game
Yes, there is so much you have to show us, Todd. I think the screen is fake. Not to be that guy, but the fact that he's talking, it's clearly like one fluid speech, and then this is clearly like minutes later. You know, that's fine. It's editing. You're going to do that. That's fine.
many of the whole
Okay, and? Like, what was even the reason for pointing that out? Even if it is a green screen, who cares? And look, generally, I don't like the whole who cares argument, but seriously, who the hell actually cares? In fact, you know what? I'm gonna let Peter Griffin say it, because he says it best.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
But something else I'd like to point out is that Todd says, oh, we have so much more to show you. And then Dreamcast guy's like, yes, you do, Todd. But where's this same energy for Spider-Man 2? Oh, wait, that's a Sony game, so we don't need to be critical. My bad. Oh, also, I'm going to be skipping like the next minute or so because not really much happens again. So just a heads up on that.
It's crazy to actually finally see just some raw shooting and combat in frickin' this game. It's difficult still to even believe this exists. Like, even in this PR video, he almost kind of looks green screened in front of this, but...
Okay, I'm seriously starting to wonder, Dreamcast guy, what is your obsession with the fact that this might be green screened? Why is this such a big deal to you? I mean, earlier you said it doesn't matter, but you keep bringing it up for no reason. But also, what do you mean it's crazy to finally see raw gameplay? We've already seen gameplay of this game before. Unless you mean just like casually happening in the background and not like set up specifically for a trailer or something. I mean, I don't see what else he could mean that would make that make sense, because we've already had a bunch of gameplay shown. We've seen how character customization works, how skill trees and ranking up is gonna work. We've seen actual gunplay and fighting against enemies. We've seen interacting with characters and a bunch of different environments and planets. I just don't even know anymore. Let's just keep going. But before we do, another heads up that we're skipping ahead again. I do this a lot with Dreamcast guy videos now that I think about it. There's just so much fluff I have to skip through. But yeah, that's why we jump cut to the comment section out of nowhere.
If this is a buggy mess like every other Bethesda game, this will be hilarious. This game needs to be almost perfect considering the hype and nearly a 2-year delay. I mean, that's kind of the thing, is I am curious to see how much polish, how much effort, how much could be put into this game in that extra 24 months of dev time.
What are you talking about, a 2-year delay? The game wasn't even delayed for 1 year. It was delayed for 10 months. Like, I'm genuinely curious. Was this game ever supposed to come out in 2021? I couldn't find anything. I did some research and all I could find was the original being November 11th, 2022. And now it's been pushed back 10 months to September 6th. What do you mean this extra 24 months of development or this extra 2-year delay? You're actually just lying now. Like, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but did this game ever have a 2-year delay? Was this game ever supposed to come out in 2021?
Wowzers. Xbox, I do feel like Xbox has been hyping up 2023, where this is the year where we finally figured it out. You're going to get a Forza game, you're going to get Starfield, you're going to get Redfall.
Okay, this is admittedly a bit of a nitpick on my part, but I've seen people point it out in the comments before, so I wanted to point it out here. My guy, why do you pronounce Forza with a T? It's Forza, not Forza. Then again, my sister gives me crap because I say Tesla instead of Tesla. So you know what? Maybe I don't have room to talk.
This is the year where we finally get things right. That's what Xbox fans have been screaming from the rooftops. This is the Xbox onslaught. Here's the year we finally kill PlayStation. I mean, I see that constantly on social media. Constantly. Starfield is gonna smash the PlayStation 5. Buddy, I hope you guys are right, because currently, if I'm putting money on Spider-Man 2 or Starfield, I'm putting my money on freaking Spider-Man 2.
So you're worried about Starfield despite the fact that we've seen gameplay, have a release date, and have a direct coming up in a few months. Yet you're gonna put your money on Spider-Man 2, a game which has had, what, 1 trailer, maybe 2 trailers, no gameplay, no release date, and no direct date either. And you're still gonna put your money on Spider-Man after all of this. My guy, never ever go to a casino. They will run you dry. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Basically, what we've learned is Spider-Man 2 is gonna absolutely destroy Starfield, and apparently Starfield has had so many delays, even though it's only had a grand total of 2, which add up to 10 months total. But you know what? That's not important. So yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time.